is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys another episode of my fantasy sports podcast. Tonight we only have 3 games on our slate, so the players come few and far between, but we'll be able to construct a pretty good cash and GPP lineup. I'm gonna throw some guys your way in this video and maybe grab your attention on a couple guys you weren't really looking at. My favorite game tonight of the 3 for hitters is Kansas City at Texas. It's by far the highest total. It's got the worst pitchers in it, and it's just a good game to pick from. The bats in it aren't too expensive, so it leaves you some salary to spend up for the more expensive guys like the Red Sox, JD Martinez or Mookie Betts. For pitchers tonight, there aren't many good ones out of the 6. You gotta just roll with Rick Porcello. I would suggest him obviously in cash games and definitely in GPP games as well. There's really no one else on this slate that I can confidently pick and trust in any format other than Rick Porcello. So pitcher comes pretty easy when it comes to rostering guys. You kind of just pick Rick Porcello and move on with your life. Really no one else to go. If you look at those guys, Blake Snell's been pretty decent, but he's got a really tough matchup against the Red Sox. I don't trust picking him. For the bats, like I said, Kansas City at Texas is the best game to pick from. A couple guys I'm pretty high on. I'm going to mention some cheap guys. Now, the only starting lineups that are out right now while making this video are the Red Sox and Rays, so I have to kind of guess on these other 2 games. I'm assuming Delano DeShields is going to be hitting leadoff. Righty-lefty matchup against Danny Duffy. He's in a great spot tonight at only 2,600. He brings really good speed to the table. He gets you a couple stolen bases, and he should be able to score a couple runs being on base in a high total game. I like DeShields, really cheap guy. You should probably roster in cash games, along with John Jay. He's on the other side of things in this game. Probably going to hit leadoff with the lefty-righty matchup. If not leadoff, he should be hitting in the top 5 or 6 batters. So at 2,500, he's a really good pick. He's on a 5-game hitting streak, so he's rolling into this game fairly hot. He is a pretty decent play at 2,500 in cash games as well. Another guy you could look at coming from the Mets and Brewers game is Jesus Aguilar. He has been really, really hot as of late. He's been displaying a great amount of power while hitting for average. It's pretty impressive. He has been in the news of keeping his starting role even when Ryan Braun comes back. So he's really impressing the Brewers. He's playing really well. He's got a nice righty-lefty matchup tonight against Steven Matz. Matz has been struggling to find his groove all year. So Aguilar should be hitting, third or cleanup in this game. He should be able to take advantage of a not-so-great Steven Matz in this game. Pretty decent total. Not as great as the Texas and Kansas City game, but they are in Milwaukee, a great hitter's ballpark. I could see Aguilar definitely taking advantage in this game. So I like him at 3,200 is a very fair price. One last guy I'm going to mention to you is JD Martinez. If you can get JD and Mookie, you need one of them. If you can get both of them in your lineups tonight, that's really good for cash games. You should be able to do so with a lot of value out there. But out of the 2, I really like JD. His power is unbelievable. I know Mookie's probably the hottest hitter in baseball, but I think JD might go a little more low-owned than Mookie, which makes me like him a little more because he can do just as much damage as Mookie. So, but either guy is a fantastic pick. I definitely suggest you to pick both of these guys, Betts and JD. They're the 2 best hitters on the slate. But that's really going to sum up this slate. There's no weather issue. There's really nothing else to worry about. The pitchers are what they are. Rick Porcello, like I said, the only quality pitcher in this slate. So just try to make your lineups as best as possible. Definitely go a little lighter tonight due to the 3 games. Maybe do a couple more GPPs. But until next time, guys, I am the FD Guru, and I'm signing off.